So every week I help out at my son's class. I volunteer there while his teacher is teaching them, and she gives me a project to do with the kids. The other week, she was teaching them about fractions. Now, usually when I think about fractions, I think about a circle split up, and that's how many fractions you have. But the teacher decided she was going to teach them by giving them small strips of paper. You fold them in half, crease, there you go, 2 halves. Take the same piece of paper, fold it one more time, fourths. Her assignment for the class was to have all of them continue this pattern and to make a big piece of paper that had all of the different fractions on it so that they could see it visually. Now, as is often the case, some of the kids were faster than others, and as those kids finished, while the other kids were still working on it, the teacher said, "What I want all of you guys to do is to create a paper that has fifths on it." And that got me thinking. There's got to be a better way than the old standby, where, well, let's see, you do some folding, you try and crease, and then you realize that this side's not quite right, so you move this side over a little bit, and you keep wiggling and wiggling until you finally have that, and all that gets you is a third. How on earth could you possibly do it so that you would have fifths in a more efficient way than just guessing? And so I went back to my circle theory, where if you have 2 pieces of paper touching end to end, you then crease it, what you've come up with is a half. What if you were to try doing a full circle? So zoom in a little bit here. What I've done is I've made it so that the top and the bottom are touching, but it's gone in a full circle. Now if I crease that, what have I come up with? This is what I was experimenting in class. A full circle comes up with fourths. Well, what if I go in 2 circles? Take a look here, you can see the red and the green. I crease, and what have I come up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you can guess what the next step is. And for this, I've got this piece of paper. What I'm going to do is, instead of 1 circle or 2 full circles, what occurred to me is, what if you did a circle and a half? Here's the full circle. Now let's get a half. This is a little bit tricky. Now, as you can see, the green and the red sides are opposite each other. I've got my full circle and a half. Now I'm going to crease it. Voila! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perfectly even folds.